Hello everybody, welcome to my first video on a topic I'm not exactly a genius in. I'm not gonna go into a full-on introduction, so let's just move on with the video, shall we? Consumerism. What is it? Consumerism is a social and economical ideology that encourages the continuous acquisition of goods and services. Consumerism will also make you believe that the more items you buy, the happier and complete your life will feel with all of your wants. It will also make you think that mere products are the key to a happier and more successful life. To simplify things, I made an example of consumerism by a metaphor. Now think of consumerism as a video game where there is no actual goal other than to, upgrade and buy stuff. The game constantly says and gives you the idea of upgrading or buying new gear to make the game easier or to make you look cool. It never stops. Once you get the gear you wanted, more appear and the game tells you again that you should upgrade, get new stuff, look like the streamers, all that. If you get stuck in the idea of consuming the same products non-stop and snap out of it, it makes you realize that people look like zombies when they're stuck in the trance. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it just does. Consumerism comes with its goods and its bads. Let's start off with the goods. Number 1, it gives people jobs. I know that seems like it has no correlation, but if you buy the same products over and over, factories will mass produce it, letting people keep their jobs soullessly making, the boo-boos and stuff. It's not just the people making the item, it's also the people delivering it. So now you may think you're doing them a favor by, letting them keep their jobs, but we haven't even gone to the bad part, so don't keep that mindset. Number 2, it lowers the cost of some items. Because some companies will make millions and millions of the same item to sell to you, the price drops, making everyday goods like cars, refrigerators, and all that stuff affordable for regular people like you and me. Not exactly me, I'm 12, I'm not buying a car. Number 3, it forces things to get better. Because companies often tend to compete with one another when it comes to products like, Pepsi and Coke, for example, they will find the need to increase the quality of products to overtake the competition and sell more and more items. Number 4, the feeling of buying stuff releases dopamine. For example, if we go to malls or online shops and browse, it may trigger your brain into thinking of it as some kind of scavenger hunt for, good deals, releasing dopamine to give you more energy to keep browsing. Okay, now it's time for the bad parts of consumerism. Number 1, environmental damage. Once trends start fading, people will slowly find the items they bought and were obsessed with as irrelevant and will start throwing them away. This is one of the many causes of global warming and damage to the environment, so don't just keep blaming it on AI, blame it on the big companies and yourself. Number 2, debt. Consumerism uses clever ads to convince people to buy things they can't actually afford. This leads to many people to overspend using credit cards and trapping them in debt instead of saving money for more important future necessities like college, a house, emergency, or electricity, water, and other bills for the house that they might not have because they spend it on temporary trends that don't even last a year. Number 3, hidden human costs. Remember what I said earlier about the good parts of consumerism? I really hope you didn't keep the mindset I told you not to keep. Anyways, to keep products cheap enough for people who want to buy them, many large companies move their factories to developing countries where they can pay workers incredibly low wages. Often the people making the stuff you throw away after a year because it's not trendy anymore work long hours in unsafe conditions just to keep up with global demand. There are many companies out there that are prone to consumerism. The most publicly recognizable company prone to consumerism that I can recite is a specific electronic brand known for releasing a new phone models every single year. I'm scared of getting sued, so I'm not going to go into details. But that company alone is a textbook example of consumerism. How consumerism works. Consumerism relies on a continuous loop of production and desire. Here's the complete and actually pretty simple cycle of consumerism. Production of goods, advertising, and people starting to want to desire it as the product slowly turns into a trend, consumption of said product, and then the trend dies and people start finding the product irrelevant and start disposing it, and then repeat. And that is the meaning of consumerism. I'm not sure if I actually explained this like a 12-year-old, but since I am 12 years old, I'll just say yes. And now it seems like I have nothing else to say for my first video. I hope you guys all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.